a deep one for the end zone. Balin is down there. Oh, he got it! He got it! He got it! Touchdown! Jordan. Oh! A spectacular move by Michael Jordan! I think so! Yes!
What's going on, guys? All right, welcome to episode 64 of the Armchair Fantasy Show. I'm your host, of course, Jeff Lambert. You can always follow me on Twitter at JeffLambert77. We're presented, as always, by Talk Loud Radio, coming at you live every Tuesday and Friday nights on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. I mean, you name it, we're live somewhere. This will actually be our last show of the year. We're actually going to take a break for the holiday season, and then we're going to come back in 2019 to start our dynasty version of the show, where we're going to kind of review college players and everything else, which I know Ryan, my co-host, is really big into that stuff. Speaking of Ryan, how you doing tonight, man?
Good, man. Like you said, it's draft season now. I mean, I have a couple championships, but it's time to start watching the film, get ready for a dynasty show.
Definitely,
really psyched for it. I put out my top 10 receivers today and got some people a little bit riled up.
Nice. With the college players, I know you're really big into it and all. This is kind of like my exciting season as well, because I'm fairly new to Dynasty. I've only been doing it for probably three or 4 years. How long have you been in Dynasty? I mean, you've been doing it for a lot longer than I have.
No, I've been doing it about as long, but I was real into college football. Like, I've always watched a ton of college football. I probably watched the least this year I ever have, because I was really disgusted about Florida State. But I've always been a huge college fan, so I followed everything pretty close. So Dynasty is just, once I got into that, I don't even really care about redrafts much anymore.
Nice. Yeah, I love Dynasty now that I'm into it, and I've been getting more into the college players, because I don't watch college much at all. I rely on guys like you to kind of give me an idea of who I need to draft, and just kind of watch things towards the end of the right before the draft starts. So I'm not a huge college football guy, but I do love Dynasty, and I love just this time of the season when it's off season and we can talk about some players that are coming into the league next year and get excited.
Dude, wait till you get into IDP Dynasty and really go freaking crazy. It's a blast.
Good stuff. All right, well, we got a big show to get to today. We're actually going to do our news and notes on the first half of the show, and then we're going to do some fantasy awards after the break. We'll go ahead and kick it off here with the news and notes, and the first one I got on here is Derrick Henry. He had that huge game 2 weeks ago. People kind of doubted him a little bit, and he came out this past week and got a ton of usage once again. Was very, very fantasy viable. Is he startable the rest of the season, you think? If you're for the championship game, are you starting him in your championships?
I don't have any shares for him, but who they have? I was trying to find their schedule this week. I feel like we should apologize for last week because we said to bench him.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't think it was something that would happen. He's a big guy. He runs well, but the carries have been so inconsistent. Now they decided to feed him out of nowhere. Yep. I don't trust it, but I mean, if you have him and everybody the way the injuries are going, you might have to try him.
Yeah,
but the Redskins do have pretty good defense.
Yeah, they've been struggling a little bit towards the end of the season. They were really good early on, but they've been struggling a little bit towards the end here.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of players.
Yeah,
I mean, with a lot of matchups and injuries, you probably have to start him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's tons of injuries right now, and Derrick Henry's been good. I mean, you can't deny it. So I think that if you own him, I think you start him this week in your championship game. Agreed 100%.
I think he moved up from running back 36 to, I want to say 18 or 16.
Yeah, it's crazy how much he
in
jumped
2 weeks.
Up. Yeah, it's crazy how much he jumped up.
Yeah, guess you'd have to start him.
Agreed. All right, so the next injury front note we got here actually is from the same team. We got 3 injuries for the Chargers. Of course, Melvin Gordon's been out for a couple weeks. Eckler missed last week with concussion, and Allen played the first quarter, I believe, and then he was out. What do you think of these 3 guys? Do you think any of them play, and do you trust any of them for your championship game?
Personally, I hope they don't, but I don't like the matchup. The Ravens' defense has been locked down. They made Tampa just disappear this week, and they've done really well against the run and the pass. If Gordon plays, you have to start him. I don't think I'd feel comfortable with Eckler if he was playing and Gordon wasn't. And if Gordon is playing, absolutely not. And Keenan Allen, he's another guy. If he's healthy, you got to start him. They still give him volume. He's in a bad matchup, but you're not going to have much better than him, and they feed him.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think if you have him, you start him. I think Eckler is the one that I'm probably not starting, even if he does get cleared beforehand. I just think that with Melvin Gordon back and Eckler having that concussion protocol, and then pretty much, I mean, they have a chance, I guess, at moving up in the playoff race, but they're pretty much locked in. They can just kind of stay healthy and get to the playoffs. I think they'll be good. Before we go on to the next one here, we do have a question on Facebook from, looks like his name is T-Bone Smith. I'm guessing that's not his real name, but
I hope it is, man. That'd be awesome.
That would be an awesome name. He's asking Diggs or Robbie Anderson in a PPR.
Diggs or Robbie? Diggs. I mean, Detroit's not that great on defense, and Darius Slay hasn't been 100%. I'm playing Diggs. He's a talented guy. He's the most talented guy out of it, and he's more consistent volume. Robbie Anderson's a 3 to 7 catch guy and just relies on the big play.
Yeah, agreed 100%. I think that, I think this question is being asked because, Diggs has been sort of hit